Ariana Grande and Pete Davidson get new tattoos.
Logan Paul predicts he'll knock out KSI during a boxing match.
And Millie Bobby Brown responds to bullying.
All that and more on today's Rundown. What's up, you guys? Welcome to DHR. Naz and Aaron here. And while Justin Bieber and Hailey Baldwin are making out all over New York, Selena Gomez's mom is out here telling everyone what kind of guy Selena Gomez should be dating.
I'm actually excited about that because I want to know what her mom thinks about this whole thing. But first, let's talk about Ariana Grande and Pete Davidson getting tattoos together. As you all know, Ariana Grande and Pete Davidson are reportedly moving in together, and Ariana took to her Instagram story to document the two furniture shopping with some friends of theirs. Ari captioned the video saying adults over Pete lifting his shirt up to show off his abs. And on the same day, they went furniture shopping and they both got new tattoos. Ari has a new tattoo that reads H2GKMO, which fans believe stands for Honest to God Knock Me Out, because Ariana has been thinking about getting the tattoo for a while, and when she tweeted, "I say honest to God knock me out 300 times a day." Pete's new tattoo says Reborn. Tattoo artist John Mesa shared a photo of Pete's new tattoo, and according to him, it was inspired by Kid Cudi and Kanye's new song called Reborn off of their collab album called Kids See Ghosts. In other Ariana news, late last night, she took to Twitter to tease a clip of her upcoming music video for The Light Is Coming with Nicki Minaj. She captioned the video, quote, "Hello 24 hours until you can pre-order Sweetener, and here, see The Light Is Coming." The video will be premiering on Reebok.com on Wednesday. On Reebok's Instagram story, they also teased a short clip of the song and the video. Heard this story today, I was afraid when I saw the headlines. I was afraid that Ari and Pete got tattoos of like each other's names,
like matching
on their body.
tattoos.
You kind of like how Tyga did with Kylie. I was so nervous because you know the track record for couples who get tattoos of each other's names just is not a good one.
Well, the thing is, Pete has her initials on his finger already.
I know, I saw.
So crazy.
I know, it's too much, but I like that they're doing tattoos together. I wouldn't be able to do a tattoo by myself. I definitely would have to bring someone with me, so it makes sense. But I'm more excited about this music video with Ari and Nicki Minaj. They're two of my favorite artists together on one song and one video. I mean, you couldn't ask for more.
I know. Every time they get together, their songs are amazing. But I love that Pete's song is Reborn, because that's actually my favorite song off Kid Cudi and Kanye's new album. And I feel like, I don't know if you guys agree with me or not, but I feel like Pete Davidson is reborn in a certain way. Like, I don't know what it is, but when you hear someone like big in the news, now I see him everywhere. Like, he's in this new Netflix movie. You know, I kind of feel like he's living his best life. So I really like his new Reborn tattoo. Well, you guys, if you didn't know, Logan Paul is now turning to boxing, and his first match is gonna be against KSI, and he's saying that he's gonna knock him out. Logan Paul confidently predicts he'll knock out KSI during their upcoming boxing match, and he forecasts that it'll change the game of boxing forever. As you may or may not know, Logan Paul will be squaring off in the boxing ring against the British YouTuber KSI in a match broadcast live at the Manchester Arena in August. Yes, you guys will be able to live stream the whole thing on YouTube, and Logan accepted the challenge after KSI dared any of the Pauls to meet him in the ring. TMZ caught up with Logan in LA to find out if the beef between these two personalities is the real deal.
Oh, it's real beef. I hate the kid.
Yeah. You go, what, if you're gonna predict the round, can we get some Muhammad Ali?
No, it's not a prediction, it's a fact. Third round knockout.
Whatever happens, Logan knows this upcoming square-off is gonna be a big freaking deal. He told TMZ, quote, "This is a big step for not only the internet community, but for boxing in general. And we can't wait to see what he means by that during the match on August 25th. This past weekend, we saw Logan and KSI meet face-to-face in a press conference where they battled it out with trash talking, including insults about body parts and mental health. Things got even more out of hand when KSI did this.
A continuous lack of my judgment.
So when I first first heard that Logan Paul was turning to boxing and that YouTubers in general were turning to boxing, I was like, like from someone that follows sports, and I actually really love boxing, I box myself, but the sport of boxing has got really boring. Floyd Mayweather has kind of gotten older, he's undefeated, there's like a couple other boxers that are notable, but the sport in general has gotten boring because the UFC is so exciting where they don't use gloves. And so to bring the internet community and the YouTube community that is so beloved and followed and the fans are so diehard to the sport of boxing is actually pretty genius in my eyes.
Yeah.
If this is a good move for Logan Paul, having seen what he's been through in the past year with the whole uploading of the suicide victim, I mean, is this a good look for him? I don't know what his managers are thinking, but I think it is good for the sport of boxing.
Something tells me it doesn't matter what his managers think. Logan Paul does whatever he wants. I think this is a perfect thing for him to be doing. I think I would much rather see him in the ring pulling stunts than in the world pulling stunts. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So stay in the ring, do this, do that, knock yourself out and your opponent as well. But I really like Logan doing this. I think it's where he should be. So the 2018 MTV Movie Awards happened over the weekend, but it aired last night. And Millie Bobby Brown won an MTV Movie Award. She wasn't there to accept the award in person, but she did send a very clear message to bullies. Millie could not have said it better. She said, quote, "If you don't have anything nice to say, just don't say it." The Stranger Things actress took home the award for Best Performance in a Show at the MTV Movie Awards, and she used her acceptance speech to denounce bullying. She sent a video message where she explained that she was stuck back home in Atlanta following doctor's orders after her knee injury that you guys probably already know about. She thanked all of her fans for all of their support, of course mentioning that playing 11 changed her life in the most incredible ways. The 14-year-old actress went on to thank her castmates, Netflix, and everybody involved with the production. She also voiced her thoughts, though, on bullying with the following supportive message to her fans.
There should be no space in this world for bullying, and I'm not going to tolerate it, and neither should any of you. If you need a reminder of how worthy you are and to rise above the hate, message me on Instagram.
So her comments came on the heels of her deleting her main Twitter account after she was bombarded with overlaid photos of her with homophobic messages. Her fans did come out to her defense. One person tweeted, "A 14-year-old child should not have to ask people to stop using her as the face of a homophobic meme. The lack of respect for her feelings is crazy. Not only could this damage her reputation if anyone believes this, but I can't imagine the heartache she feels." One thing that I took away from this video message is that Millie did not seem shook by all of this. I think she seemed really mature, and what she said was like very well said. I love that she winked after she said find me on Instagram, which tells us she is not coming back to Twitter anytime soon. And I think this is probably healthy for her. She's a teenager, she has hormones going through her body, she's a celebrity. I think limiting the amount of access that people have to your life is probably the best thing you can do.
I'm so happy Millie said something because I was so disgusted when I heard this story. Some people think it's funny, and I just don't think it's funny. And she's 14 years old. Like, why should a 14-year-old have to deal with this? Who cares if they're famous or not? And I'm just really happy she finally said something. But my favorite part of her message, Erin, was when she was like, just send me a message on Instagram if you want to talk. I was like going to my Instagram and I was like, oh, maybe Millie will respond if I message her.
She might. She watches Clevver.
I don't know if you guys heard, but rapper XXXTENTACION passed away yesterday. He was shot in a drive-by shooting, and celebrities are now reacting to his death. Just yesterday, while shopping for motorcycles in Miami, controversial rapper XXXTENTACION was shot in a drive-by shooting while sitting in his car. Several hours later, police confirmed that the rapper died from the apparent gunshot wounds at just 20 years old. Of course, this is a major loss for the rap community and the music community in general. Once the news got around that he'd been killed, it didn't take long for some of his fellow musicians to express their shock and sadness on Twitter. Among the first to mourn the loss of the rapper on Twitter was Blink-182's Travis Barker, who wrote, quote, "I'm at a loss for words, speechless. R.I.P. XXXTENTACION. Loved collaborating with you. You were a true artist, one of the most effing talented of our time." Kanye West also hopped on social media upon hearing the news, writing, quote, "Rest in peace. I never told you how much you inspired me when you were here. Thank you for existing." Miley Cyrus also mourned the death by sharing a screenshot of his song Before I Close My Eyes, while her sister Noah, who collaborated with XXX on a song, paid tribute to him on Instagram by writing incredibly kind words, which included, quote, "I am so lucky to have called you a friend." It wasn't only musicians, though, that went on social media to pay their condolences. YouTuber Logan Paul was apparently a big fan of his too, tweeting, quote, "XXX heartbreaking. The world has been stripped of a true great. So young and so much potential. Rest easy, brother." Other celebrities who mourned his death on social media are Diplo, who said, "Thanks for inspiring me," Aaron Carter, who said, "This is absolute devastation, so much talent, I'm shook," and Juicy J, who tweeted out a simple RIP XXXTENTACION. Obviously, this news is so sad, and I think it just goes to show, Aaron, like in the hip-hop community, you do have to have a lot of security around you, because sometimes I feel like people are out to get other people. But obviously this news is devastating.
Like Naz teased in the beginning of this show, Selena Gomez's mom has spoken out about the kind of guy that Selena Gomez should be dating. Mandy Teefey and daughter Selena Gomez have notoriously butted heads when it comes to Selena's love life in the past, as Mandy was reportedly not happy with Selgo's choice to reconnect with Justin Bieber late last year. Despite her mom's rumored disapproval, Selena followed her heart and rekindled her romance with Justin after breaking up with her boyfriend of 10 months, The Weeknd. Of course, just months later, Selena had a change of heart and she and Justin took a break that turned into a breakup again. And we're guessing Mandy wasn't too upset about the way things turned out. So now that Selena is back to living the single life, Mandy has shared her thoughts on the type of guy that she'd like to see her daughter date next. In a recent interview with People magazine, she shared the 3 qualities that she thinks are the most important in a partner for Selena. She said she'd like her daughter to date someone with, quote, "a sense of humor, family-oriented, and someone who truly understands the life she lives." Who doesn't want this for their child, though?
But don't you think that that's Justin?
You're so funny.
I think Justin has a sense of humor. I think he loves his mom, and he's, rebuilding his relationship with his father. And I think he does understand the kind of life Selena has to live, but I know that he's with Haley and I shouldn't stir the pot.
I know, but maybe the whole family-oriented thing isn't so much like Justin and his family. Maybe it's more like Selena and her family.
Like AKA a guy that I can get along with.
Exactly. Like someone who
Justin.
respects Selena's family, which I think is really hard to do. I think a lot of times people date someone who they love, but they don't get along with that person's family. And those are the hardest relationships to be in, because especially like when a mom is so close to her child, if the guy and the mom don't get along, it's just not good. So, but I think this is pretty standard, and we'll see who Selena ends up with next and see if they check all these boxes. Logan Paul or KSI, who's gonna win in this match, you guys? Weigh in the comments. I think it's gonna be Logan Paul. He's just so crazy. Like, I feel like when he gets in the ring, he's gonna kind of lose his mind.
Yeah, we want to know if you guys are going to watch the match. But we also want to know what you guys think of Ariana and Pete's relationship. Do you think this is moving way too fast? A new day, a new tattoo? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll be back here tomorrow.
See you later. So if you want to find out why Millie Bobby Brown was not at the MTV Movie Awards and why she was rushed to the hospital, you better click right over here.
And then after you're done clicking over here, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, because we love having you here, and it's just so clickable, It's
right there.
Click it.